Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Man Manga Boy. Read has a lot of mangas again. Okay, this time we got 13, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. This is crap. What's 9 plus 2? 11. And then we've got 12, 13, because that's a 2-in-1 also. We got 2 2-in-1s this week. Infinite Dendogram, Tokyo ESP. We're finally back at it. We've got Zatch, effing Bell, and Tokyo ESP in this business. Alright, so let's start off with Tokyo ESP, then we're going to get to my favorite, Zatch Bell. Okay, great. So, Tokyo ESP Volume 6. Ooh, it almost looks shiny. I said that really weird. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Anyways, I'm just excited to talk about Zatch Bell. Okay, let's be real. Tokyo ESP is great. I gotta talk about Tokyo ESP first, okay, guys? It's great. Please read it. I really did enjoy seeing what went on with Rinka's life, you know, in the prison, and how she got to be the way she is, as well as her return. I thought that was epic. I'm really excited to see what happens next. You know, we're really hinting towards some big movements here, especially with this lady. I'm dying to see what happens here, okay? There's a lot of naked stuff here without showing any details. You know how they do their things where just nothing there, weirdly censored. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. I really enjoyed how they explained what she was doing and why she, you know, is where she is. I didn't think that they would be able to sell me on anything like that, but I actually thought that was a really good resolution, a really good solution to that kind of hole that they, or corner they wrote themselves into. And I thought it made a lot of sense. And it does seem odd that, you know, not everybody would know what's going on, but it was still very satisfying to read, and I was happy that I read it. Zatch Bell Volume 20. Okay, this guy, Momon is the best, okay? He's the best. He's a monkey rabbit, Mamoto. He loves panties and bras, you know, women's underwear. He just loves it. And his partner's a nun, and she's very naive. But look, Momon, you can use his ears to fly like a helicopter. Momon is the best, okay? Momon is the greatest. And he made Tia mad, and Tia is killing him, okay? Momon hasn't been in any fights because he can sense when Mamoto are around. And so what does he do? He just goes the other way. Every time Momon lies, his muzzle, it grows longer right there. Okay? It grows longer. It is the best. This is genius. Genius writing. I gotta admit it. Okay? So I'm loving Momon. He's introduced in 20. That's like the biggest thing that happens in 20. 21 shows huge consomme. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Consomme development. I was loving it, but it also shows this guy. This guy, I think his name's Keith. He is great. He smokes a cigar. He's fighting Consomme and Zatch, and like they do this really sick, confusing diagram thing here, which, you know, made sense when I was reading, but when I looked at it again, it looked really confusing just now. And we are trying to stop this gigantic Mamoto from coming through. This guy's pretty cool too. Not as cool as Momon. Momon is the best, okay? We also have some nice pulls here, which was cool. And these guys trying to climb into this gigantic Mamoto. His name is Faudo. Okay, I think he's going to end up being the main villain for the rest of the series, but I don't really know. Volume 22, it still has a little price tag on it. Very cool drawing, I gotta admit it. You can see all their new allies here. We can see a little Ice Horse Man's back in action. We got our main man Momon here to steal the show. I really do wish Sherry was in this. Whatever, however you say her name. This guy, I don't know much about his deal, to be honest with you. He is in it, but he's not really in it a lot. I love that these guys showed up again, you know, to help with Zatch. And I can't wait to learn more about the mystery of Bao. I don't really know what's going on with that. But we're inside of Faudo, and he's got these, like, demon things here that keep him alive. So our heroes are trying to you know, bring back Momon to break a curse, because there's this curse now on all the partners of these Momoto who are powerful, because they need a certain amount of strength to break through this spell and release Faudo throughout the human world. But if they do that, well, then the main bad guy, his name's like Ryo, is going to, of course, you know, take control of Faudo and destroy the world. But it's the only way to break the curse. So they're going to wake him up and try to send him back to the Momoto world as fast as they can. A tricky situation, obviously. So hopefully they can do it. What do they do? Well, I don't want to spoil it. But Kyo's down for the count. I'll give you guys that hint. I really like this twist, though. We got our main man Zeno back in the front force, in the fray. He's fighting Faudo. And Faudo is bizarre. And Pusophagus is one of Faudo's gatekeepers. He's even weirder. But Zeno is an effing beast. His Zakir just decimates people. His Zakir. I was like, whoa, 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 buddy. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. And Kyo, he takes the nastiest beating. I couldn't even watch. I couldn't even read it. I'll tell you, it was intense. If you guys are not or have never read Zatch Bell, please get on some scan websites and read it or watch it. Buy the DVDs. Do whatever you gotta do. Just experience the Zatch Bell story. Oh my god, this is like the saddest volume of any Zatch Bell ever. AKA, this is like a really just sad shonen volume right here too. Not a lot of good things happen in this, making it one of the greatest volumes of Zatch Bell so far. I can't believe they couldn't finish the series. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I can actually read the whole series. Infinite Dendogram Volume 2. This was another killer volume. I really enjoyed I didn't really enjoy the first one. But the first one was, you know, pretty good. Okay, I liked it. The second volume was so good. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a peek through for this upcoming week. The third volume was just balls to the walls, banana balls. Okay, I haven't finished it yet, but it is incredible how good this third volume is. I can't even believe it. Anyways, so we have to finish up this orc fight. All right, it is just disgustingly bloody. He pierces through the orc's head. The orc he grows 3 heads like he's a hydra. Oh my god. And then he gets these sick gauntlets that can spew miasma and fire. And he meets this cool guy. He pilots a robot mech who's sick. So he's in a big Gundam. He's called a pilot. That's his job title. And they have to fight this disgusting Taurus Minotaur man. And then they also have to fight these zombies and skeleton undead. And they're all children, because the guy who kidnaps these kids, he eats them. And when he eats them, he then rises them up from the dead and has a little children's skeletal army. It's kind of messed up. So yeah, not the greatest look on that guy. But, you know, I seriously thought that this was a sick fight. I cannot believe how cool it is. We get introduced to gacha as well. There's gacha in this game world, which I thought was hilarious. There's also a lot of writing in it, a lot of storytelling. But man, I thoroughly am enjoying this series after this volume, and you know, half of the next one. This really shocked me. I did not think that this series was going to be that great, but here we are. Here I am talking about how good it is. I just thought it was going to be okay. No, I'm loving it. This is probably my favorite video game manga that I'm reading right now. You know, I know big, we got some big shoes to fill. We got Dot Hack and Fate Grand Order, but no, seriously, I really did like Infinite Dendogram the most, probably. I guess Fate Grand Order is not really a video game world, but whatever. Attack on Titan Before the Fall, Volume 8. We do some people fighting. There's like a coup d'etat going on. It's pretty cool. You know, the brother's back, and he brings back Charlie back to the fancy life. And she's like not happy. Kuklo's maybe dead, maybe not, who knows. You know. Can you guys tell I don't really like reading Attack on Titan Before the Fall that much? if I wasn't expanding the mythos of Attack on Titan, I really probably wouldn't even be reading it. If this was just a standalone title, it's not that great. Maybe I'd like it more because I wouldn't know what's going on, and I'd be more interested to know about what these mysterious foes are. But now that the main series, I finished it and I know everything about them, just doesn't really do it for me. I could care less about the vertical maneuver gear at this point. I thought it was a really cool concept going in. I could kind of care less at this point. I do own them all. I'm gonna read them all. I just don't recommend buying it. Unless you really want to be a completionist like me. I do plan on getting every single Attack on Titan book in some form. But really, I would say the main series to get would be Attack on Titan, the base series, and then Attack on Titan No Regrets. You could get Lost Girls, but again, I don't think you should. Lost Girls is not that great, but I think No Regrets in the main series is probably your best bet. I really would not get too much else. Fate Grand Order, Mortalis Stella. So this is volume 1. There's no volume number there for some reason, but it's volume 1, I guess. This explains the Grand Order, how everything happens. We get into the F Singularity and finish that up. We find out who the villains are. If you guys have played Fate Grand Order, it's pretty much the tutorial, all wrapped up in one volume. A good read. Not much else to say. Of course, he's really cool. He's always really cool. He's Gaelic and he has these cool runes. Sometimes he's Lancer, sometimes he's a sorcerer. There's a whole bunch of different things. Emmy is in it, which is cool, and we get this sick version of Saber, which is really cool. I always like to see the corrupted version of her. Yeah, so something messed up happened with the Fate Grand Order manga, though, which is really weird, and that's they canceled volume 3 the month it was supposed to come out. So that was number 1. That was really a bummer. Second, they are releasing this thing called Fate Grand Order Scrapbook. And so I was like, cool, I'll get the Chaldea Scrapbook, whatever the heck that is. It was supposed to come out in March or this month, February. And what happens? They pushed it all the way to August. But no, that wasn't enough. Okay, then they pushed it to September. And I was like within a day. And I was like, what the is this even real? Is this seriously even existing? Are they just gonna cancel again like they did with Fate Grand Order 3? Why? Anyways, it's really cool. If you had any interest in the Fate Grand Order series, I would give it a read. Otherwise, I'd watch the movies or the specials. There's even a TV show based on the Babylonia arc. They're great. The manga's good too. It's just I really wish that we could have some continuity. So, I could tell you guys, yeah, there's number 2 and then 3's coming out, but I don't know if 3's coming out ever. I don't really know what the deal is with that. It's still cool though. Still cool. If you're a Fate fan, I'd say you'd have to get it. I was reincarnated as a villainess in the Otome game, but the Girls Love Me Anyways, Volume 1 by Tokyo Pop. This is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. The To Be Continued told me, it said, listen, I know that this one was boring, but please keep reading. They are going to really start going next volume. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll give you guys another volume. We get to see our main character as a child, as the villainess, and kind of changing the way things are. So it'd be really cool to see her become the villainess on her own, because she does do some things that only the villainess would do so she could get her way and kind of manipulate things so she doesn't die at the end, because just like everything else, she's supposed to die at the end, and so she's trying to avoid that somehow. But yeah, I am interested to see what happens. This is pretty much all in the past. And next volume, I guess, is going to be more in the current. Apparently, it's supposed to be way better. That's the author speaking, of course. So I don't really know if I trust that, but what do I have to lose? Getting another book or so. It took a year, though, for this one to come out. Dot Hack Volume 3. Yes, I finally got it. I got Dot Hack Volume 3, or Dot Hack Link Volume 3. It does exist. I thought it didn't exist because it's not on Right Stuff, and all the other Dot Hack volumes are readily available for whatever reason. But it is existent. We get to see some sweet Street Fighter / Tekken moves here, which is really cool. you know, our main character finally learns how to fight, and I thought that was really cool. We also get this awesome new weapon here. I thought that was neat as well. You know, we get to see Seiho fight Tsukasa. That went about as well as you think it would. You know, I really did just overall enjoy this volume quite a bit. It is a shame that, you know, we aren't getting any more of them. You know, the series died out in Japan and therefore died out in America. But, you know, it's a cool series. I'm strongly considering playing the PSP game. I'm hopeful that it will be ported to the Switch like GU was. GU is a great game, by the way. If you guys have never played it, I would definitely recommend grabbing it for the Switch. Speaking of, it'd be really cool to get the original Dot Hack, you know, Infection Quarantine, etc. Games as well on the Switch, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'd really like some quality life changes so I could play it through. I haven't played that game in so long. I don't even remember if I beat it, but I got through at least the first 2 or 3 discs. I have them all. They're really expensive, so don't buy them. If you're going to play them right now, emulate them. But like, I don't think you can even get them on the PlayStation Store. If you could, get them that way, but I don't think you can. But I really would love some quality of life changes because that game is kind of hard AF. At least until you get into the groove of it, then it's a little bit better, but it's kind of a steep learning curve. Anyways, enough rambling. That's what I read this week. Please let me know what you read down below in the comments. Anything cool, anything fun, and also please remember to like, comment, subscribe on these videos. It helps me out a lot, and I am so close to becoming a partner. Please help me get there, please. I'm begging you all, please. Anyways, we'll see you in the next video next week. And that's about it. I got some cool videos this week, though. I'll tell you that right now. Some cool videos this week for you guys. We'll see you there later this week. Bye-bye.